What is going on, beautiful people? My name is BetSam. This is going to be the UFC full card prediction and breakdown for UFC Vancouver, which is Brendan Allen taking on Rainier the Ritter. Guys, I think this is going to be a banger of a fight night card. I think Vancouver is going to be treated to some knockouts. I think they're going to be treated to some back and forth wars. And I think that there's going to be a few underdog upsets. To start this fight card off, we have a women's fight with Melissa Croden, the hometown favorite from Canada, taking on Tainara Lisboa. Guys, I'm going to cut to the chase in every single matchup here. You're going to get no fluff, no thrill, no whatever. Tainara Lisboa, if you haven't seen, she's a kickboxer. She looked atrocious in her last outing against Luana Santos there. Absolutely egregious performance from her. Melissa Croden here, she hasn't exactly looked phenomenal, but she's been getting wins. She's been beating people on the regional scene. She looks big as shit at 5'9" in this division. Give me the hometown Melissa Croden from Canada go out here and beat Tainara Lisboa. There was nothing that I liked about Lisboa's last performance. And even watching the tape from her previously, she looked like she might have even regressed a little bit. So give me Croden here. I think this is a setup for the Canadian homegirl to get it done. I wouldn't put a lot of money on this fight, but should be a good scrap. Let's get Melissa Croden, hopefully a little finish on home soil. Then we got Azamat Bakoyev taking on Yusri Belgario. This matchup here is going to tell us a lot of things. Number one, is Azamat Bakoyev the destroyer that we think he is? Number two, is 6'5" Yusri Belgario going to be able to defend the takedown? I don't know if we're going to see all that we want to see from this matchup here. I really hope that we see Azamat Bakoyev take down Yusri Belgario, show his well-rounded skill set within the UFC here, and find a submission. And that's the route that I'm going to lean as far as the prediction goes. But Yusri Belgario is a very highly decorated kickboxer. If you haven't seen, this guy is a teammate of Alex Pereira. He's had fights with Alex Pereira. This guy's a glory kickboxer that's making the Pereira-Israel Adesanya walk, if you will, coming into MMA, transitioning. He's coming through the Dana White's Contender Series. Now he's fighting Azamat Bakoyev. I think this is too much too soon, and I think that he gets taken down, dragged into deep waters, and that long neck of his gets absolutely choked to oblivion. Azamat Bakoyev is a destroyer. He's 6 feet tall, which isn't enormous for middleweight, but I think he's a dense individual here, and I really do expect them to come out here, grab a hold of Yusri Belgario, and just drown this dude. So give me Azamat Bakoyev to win this fight by submission. Then we have Stephanie Luciano taking on Ravina Oliveira. This is a matchup where Stephanie Luciano is coming off of a lackluster performance against Sam Hughes. Now she comes in here against Ravina Oliveira. I think this is a setup. I really do. I think that the UFC marketing machine wants Stephanie Luciano to get a win here. They're giving her Ravina Oliveira, who honestly has done nothing inside of the UFC. So give me Stephanie Luciano here. And as far as a technical breakdown goes, if you really want to talk about it, I think that Stephanie Luciano can defend enough of the takedowns if Ravina Oliveira chooses that path. And I think in the striking, she's going to be miles ahead. So give me Stephanie Luciano to be more active, more aggressive, go out here, probably win a decision, but a finish is on the cards. You know, it's possible. She is aggressive. This is women's strawweight, though, so the power isn't exactly flourishing. Then we have Kyle Prepelic, the Canadian boy, taking on Drew Dober. Handsome Drew Dober. Handsome but chin-fading Drew Dober. Guys, I'm going to take Drew Dober here to win round one knockout. I really think Kyle Prepelic against Benoit Saint-Denis looked just really bad. You know, Drew Dober, for all of his faults, for all of his losses, and there are 15 of them, so there's a lot to poke holes in here. For all of them, I really do think this guy's a dense nugget that's down to scrap. And in the matchups where he struggled, it's been against slick guys. It's been against guys that are able to counter on him, people that can get the jab going. You know, there's a lot of matchups there where you can see Drew Dober falling behind within skill sets. I think he's got a better skill set here than Kyle Prepelic. I know Prepelic's a little bit bigger, and you might say that he doesn't have as many miles on his chin, but Drew Dober can just find Kyle Prepelic. And what I mean by that is his strikes should be able to land clean. So I'm going to take Drew Dober to win this fight. Round one knockout. A lot of people are singing value on Kyle Prepelic this week. I think it's going to be wasted shade. Give me Drew Dober here to get a win on Canadian soil. Then this is another matchup where I actually am in agreement with the betting line. Danny Barlow, a 3-1 favorite here. We have the underdog Jordan Santos coming back. You know, a pretty big dog here. A lot of people are talking about how Jordan Santos, you know, this guy, he went out there against Ozzy Diaz, went to war with him. You know, he was coming forward. It's those exact reasons why I'm picking Danny Barlow to knock his ass out. Jordan Santos comes forward with reckless abandon. He's looking too much to do damage and less to win a fight. And I think that Danny Barlow is going to be able to just step off to the side here, land his left hand, and Jordan Santos is going to go down like a sack of spuds. So I really think that Danny Barlow is going to probably knock him out somewhere underneath the 6.5 minute mark. Could be just over a round, but I'm going to say it's under the 1.5 round line. Give me Danny Barlow to win this fight by knockout. To Jordan Santos, you have not impressed me. Then we have Hyung Song Park taking on Bruno Silva. This is a matchup where Hyung Song Park came up short in his last outing. And now all of a sudden everyone's going, that Park guy, not that good, not that good. I think when he was given the lower level of competition, he absolutely handled them. And I think that Bruno Silva, he's mid-tier competition. We're going to find out where both of these fighters are at. I think Hyung Sung Park is up to the task here. I think he's not going to be intimidated by Bruno Silva's power. I think he's going to enjoy having a slight reach advantage. And even though he's been tagged in his other fights there, I don't think it's going to be, those straight 1-2s down the pipe here. Bruno Silva throws a lot of hooks. I expect Hyung Sung Park to be better in the striking, to be able to handle himself in the grappling here as well. Give me Hyung Sung Park to win this fight by knockout. Let's move up the line here. We have Charles Jourdain taking on Davy Grant. Guys, if you haven't watched my Slam of the Week video, please go do that. It's a great video. Takes a lot of time to make these videos, especially the Slam of the Week and the underdog opportunity. So go give that a watch here. Slam of the Week is Charles Jourdain. I've been getting a lot of flack. A lot of guys sliding in my DMs. A lot of my loyal BetSam followers have been messaging me going, I can't do this one, Sam. I can't bet against Davy Grant. Well, let me tell you what. Right now, guys, look into my eyes. This is your last chance to get off of Davy Grant's meat. He's not going to beat Charles Jourdain, right? He ain't going to beat him. I'm telling you right now. I think Charles Jourdain is going to come out here and make this look easy. I do. I think he's going to come out here. I think he's going to body Davy Grant. I don't think this is going to be competitive. I'm talking Charles Jourdain going out here, putting hands on this man. And all of a sudden, everyone's going to go, whoa, Davy Grant does look old. Charles Jourdain going to come out here, put hands on Davy Grant. This isn't inactive Damon Blackshear not shooting a takedown. Charles Jourdain is going to meet Davy Grant wherever he tries to take the fight, whether it's the grappling, whether it's the striking. He's going to keep up from pace for pace, beat for beat, punch for punch, kick for kick. Give me Charles Jourdain to win this fight, and I think a finish is on the table as well. Charles Jourdain is exciting. I think his time in the sport is now, and I think he goes out here and dusts Davy Grant. Then we got Carl Nelson taking on Matt Frivola. Guys, I cannot get over Matt Frivola's last performance. And what I mean by that is how bad he looked in it against Farasiam. And for that reason, I'm picking Carl Nelson. It's not to do with that much of Carl Nelson's skill set. It's more to do with the fact that Matt Frivola went out there and just got bodied, man. Like from pillar to post, he was out there getting beat on by Farasiam. And in that matchup there, he really looked absolutely exhausted, depleted, and just beat down. Physically, mentally beat down in that third round before a career-ending knee where he's going to see himself getting knocked out over and over again. He's probably watched himself get KO'd by that vicious knee 30 times by now. Maybe 40 times. Maybe 50 times. I don't know. But I've seen it a hell of a lot of times. I enjoy watching it every single time. Give me Carl Nelson to go out here and win this fight by knockout or decision. I think that Matt Frivola honestly is just turning up for probably the last fight on his contract here. And then he'll probably ride off into the sunset. Then we got Cody Gibson taking on Aoriqi Lang. Dan, this is a breakdown where a lot of people are probably going to not be happy with it, but I'm going to say Aoriqi Lang gets it done over the Canadian. And how, you might say? Cody Gibson, I think, is going to come in here. He's going to want to stand and trade until it's too late, and then he's going to shoot takedowns. I don't think he's going to come with a let's be smart game plan. I think he's going to be arrogant and assume that he's just the better fighter all around. And then I think Aoriqi Lang's going to start teeing off in the striking. Then Cody Gibson's going to look towards the takedowns, and I think he's going to have mixed success, and Aoriqi Lang is going to win this fight by 29-28 decision based off of damage and effective striking over some lackluster grappling from the Cody Gibson side. I also like how Aoriqi Lang always seems to have better cardio than a lot of Cody Gibson's performances. So give me Aoriqi Lang to win this fight via decision. And then we have Manon Fiorot taking on Jasmine Jasudavicius. Jasmine Jasudavicius has fed me for generations. She has been winning me hella money. She's been winning me money finishing girls. She's been winning me money being just a fantastic money line bet. She's been winning me money in parlays. On the other side here, Manon Fiorot, I was able to cash a ticket of Valentina Shevchenko against Manon Fiorot. And at points in that fight, it looked like she was going to absolutely get whomped. And then at points in that fight, she was really turning it up. She was competitive against Valentina Shevchenko. She's big for this division. I think Manon Fiorot is going to make this look like the Erin Blanchfield matchup, where she's just going to slide out of the way and just beat on Jasmine Jasudavicius and punish her for her entries. So give me Manon Fiorot, unfortunately, to win this fight by decision. I don't even like her. I'm not a Manon Fiorot enjoyer. I don't like her fighting style. I think that she's a little bit lackadaisical at points and kind of coasts her way to victories by using her frame and using her striking prowess to just sort of glide off and tag people, kind of like how people were, shitting on some of Israel Adesanya's performances within his career. For example, the Jared Cannonier performance, the Marvin Vettori performance in the second fight. I think it's going to look a little like that, where Jasmine Jasudavicius is going to be game, going to be hungry, going to come forward, but it's not going to be enough. Give me Manon Fiorot to win this fight, most likely by unanimous decision. Then we have Marlon Chito Vera taking on Ayman Zahabi. Guys, this is probably my most anticipated fight for this card, because I really think it's going to show us where both of these fighters are at, and I think I'm on the right side of this one, and it's not the favorite. I'm taking Marlon Chito Vera to win this fight. He is an underdog at the time of this recording. He's been an underdog all week here. I think he wins this fight by knockout. I think he's going to get in on Ayman Zahabi. I think he's going to put hands on this guy. We saw Jose Aldo come out here and have, mixed success here at finding Ayman Zahabi with punches, with kicks. I think Marlon Vera can just walk through a bunch of Zahabi shots and then just punch him clean in the face. It's not like Zahabi's exits are amazing. After he's thrown combinations, he's there to be hit. And that's when Marlon Vera has had success. A lot of people are saying he's going to give up the first round and then it's going to be a 29-28 Ayman Zahabi. I think even if he gives up the first round, he's not giving up the second and third. I think Marlon Vera is going to walk Ayman Zahabi down and go, oh, is that who you've got? Do you know who I've been in here with? I've eaten 250 strikes from freaking Sean O'Malley. You think you can out-decision me in this point? I don't think so. I think Marlon Vera understands that this is a 3-round fight. He doesn't have to reserve his energy. I think he comes out hot off the gate. I think he wins the first round and potentially even finds a stoppage. Give me Marlon Chito Vera to win this fight by knockout or decision. Then we have everybody's favorite underdog, Kevin Holland, right? And I say that because Kevin Holland was a pretty sizable dog, and now this fight's turned into a pick'em. Mike Malott, you can now pick him up at $1.91. I was very confident in Mike Malott, and I played him at much worse odds than these. I'll be honest with you. I already put a huge play on Mike Malott. If he flips full on to a dog, I'll put another unit on. I will put another unit on Mike Malott if I can get that 2.00 plus 100 number next to his name, because I think he goes out here and puts hands on Kevin Holland. And I think in the grappling, Kevin Holland cannot get takedowns on Mike Malott. That is my genuine belief. I think that Kevin Holland's grappling is good, but his takedowns are fucking dreadful. And lately, going out there and going life or death with Daniel Rodriguez, like, what the hell are we doing? Kevin Holland used to be a guy, didn't he fight 5 times in 1 year, And now he's going out here losing to D-Rod in a fight that was sloppy. It was a back-and-forth war. Daniel Rodriguez, 45 years old or whatever he is. Mike Malott at home on a 2-fight win streak, sitting there looking pretty. I think he's going to come out here, put hands on Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland might try to do a little trash talking. Mike Malott ain't going to play into that. He's going to utilize his striking. I genuinely think he's the much more cleaner, more tactful striker. I think he's going to win the footwork battle. I think Kevin Holland's going to look a little bit goofy at points in there. I'm expecting Mike Malott not only to get ahead, but I think he could knock Kevin Holland out as well. And you might be like, wow, you've lost your goddamn mind. Mike Malott hits hard enough to put Kevin Holland down. And until this fight's over, you can argue with me in the comments, guys. I'm picking Mike Malott to win this fight. Give me Mike Malott to win by knockout. In the main event, we have Reinier de Ridder, the Dutch Knight, taking on Brendan Allen. Guys, Reinier de Ridder, RDR, is a big Neanderthal weirdo in the UFC, and he is fucking decimating everybody. I thought this guy sucked. I watched Gerald Meerschaert go life and death with him. Then he went out there and beat Robert Whittaker. I'm done doubting the guy. Brendan Allen's best win is Jacob Malkoon. Give me Reinier de Ridder to win this fight. I don't feel good enough about it to go out there and put a whole bunch of money on the dude. But you can't pick Brendan Allen in this spot. You really cannot. Based off of what? Oh, he's going to stop the takedowns? And then do what? His striking looks mixed bag at times as well. Brendan Allen has looked suspect in the cardio department. He seems questionable as far as his personal life goes. I know he's 29 years old and people say he could be before the best of his prime. I don't think I know that Brendan Allen is committed to this game, so I can't assume that there's any improvement there. He might even decline in this performance here, whereas Reinier de Ridder, he understands where he is in his life. He knows it's now or never in the UFC. He knows that this is the only time he can make a splash and make some massive coin over here in the UFC. And he's capitalizing on every single moment of it. Give me Rainier de Ridder to continue his goofy-ass win streak. He might just plot armor his way to a title like frickin' Dracus Duplessis did. That is the breakdown, guys. And if you want to unlock my picks, bets, round line, leans, and more, sign up to We Want Picks. The link is in the description. WeWantPicks.com/BetSam. You know what it is. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.